Now, that scene where Brit, Edie, and Kelli had that, explosive argument, or what have you, Kelli said some things that struck a chord that really made me want to further understand why she said the things that she said. And I saw that she had mentioned something about your pill popping roommate. I'm not gonna lie to you. Kind of makes sense. And the reason why I say it kind of makes sense is because, I never want to judge anyone, right? But I mean, again, you're on television and we kind of have no choice but to, have somewhat of judgment just by what you are putting out there for us to see, right? And I will say that when I look at Brit Edie's husband, Mike, it's just something that's off about him. And I'm not trying to judge anyone. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, it always appears that he seems a little spaced out. And it kind of made sense when I went back and I had to rewind. And when Kelli made that statement, I'm like, wait a minute. He does look a little spaced out, every time I see him. So could he be popping the pills? I don't know. But Kelli made the statement, and she made that statement for a reason, right? And then, to fast forward, she said roommate. But really, didn't nobody else live there but just at the time. Now, I know, later on, she moved her mother in because her mother was selling, her home. But at that particular moment, the only people that were in that house was Brit Edie, her husband Mike, and their little dog. So she said roommate. And was she alleging to Brit Edie's husband? And was she trying to say a subliminal that, maybe he is not, a real husband, And that made me want to further investigate.
You better talk to your pill popping roommate.
So, and I saw, this clip of Tasha K, and she had interviewed a guy who allegedly knew Mike. And let's just say that, that interview was very explicit. I learned some things that I'm not going to say I was surprised to hear, but it made sense. And then that's when I understood possibly, maybe, why Kelli made that comment. It's clear to me now. Because maybe her husband does appear to be a little suspect, And if what that individual that was on Tasha K's show, if what he was alleging is true, then a lot of things kind of do make sense now. Maybe there are some money makers. Maybe there's some hustlers. Maybe they decided to work together, and that's what caused them to, end up getting married and find their way in a relationship. Who knows, But what I do know is 1 + 1 is not equaling 2 with them. That equation is kind of, there are some variables that aren't, really adding up. And we need to figure out exactly what it is that's going on. But problem is, we may never get to have that chance or opportunity because she didn't show up to the reunion. And I feel like open-ended, like there are still answers that we need. We would love for you to come forth and clarify, these questions that we have. But, I was looking at a clip, an interview that Kelli made, and as a matter of fact, it was while she was in LA, and her and Shamia were attending the BET Awards. Let me just point out that they looked absolutely beautiful. But, Kelli was asked about Brit Edie and her thoughts on her not attending the reunion and with this alleged lawsuit. And Brit Edie, I'm sorry, Kelli, she definitely gave her opinion. And to be perfectly honest, it's kind of exactly what we're all thinking. That's why we would have loved for you to have been there, Brit, at the reunion, so that way you can clear all these answers up. For more information like this plus more, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and comment as well. And a new episode is coming your way this week.